smoker, we're here to save the day. We got tips and tricks, reviews and more. Join us on the back porch, that's what we're here for. We're not professionals, but we're here to help. Take a step into the lounge, don't be by yourself. Light up a stick, let the stories unfold. In the back porch lounge where the vibe is bold. Shy about the shop, no need to fear. We'll teach you the ropes and make it all clear. Learn the lingo, find your cigar groove. With the Leaf Cutters crew, you got nothing to prove. We're not professionals, but we're here to help. Take a step into the lounge, don't be by yourself. Light up a stick, let the stories unfold. In the back porch lounge where the vibe is bold. So grab your cigar, join the conversation. Let's light it up, spark some inspiration. The Leaf Cutters are here, the world to ignite. One stick at a time, under the porch light.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Back Porch Lounge. We are the Leaf Cutters, and we are not professionals, but we are here to help. And today in the Back Porch Lounge, we have a special guest, actually, a couple of them, from Haze Gray Cigars. We have Val, and we have Pedro. Say hey, hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Wow.
Well, hello there.
And today we have some very special cigars because none of us have been able to get our hands on the Haze Gray cigars, at least near us. So
You're special.
today
gifts.
we're trying out a couple of them. I am special. Thank you. I appreciate that. There's been studies. Just saying.
Studies that you're special?
But yeah,
No,
there were
medical
studies.
studies.
There were medical studies.
Perhaps.
I had to go through them. Okay, get off my
How
back.
do you medically
So
claim that? Like, what's the test? What are they?
look, that whole thing is supposed to be sealed. All right, there's a court order. Just stop, okay?
You know
All
about
right, so
HIPAA?
today-
You can't talk about it.
Those-
Yeah, it's HIPAA, man. Come on. So today I'm smoking the Patriot, and since I don't know much about Haze Gray cigars, I guess War Dogs is your line of cigars, and the company is Haze Gray Cigars. Okay,
Yes.
just checking. All right, so just want to make sure I got that clear. So War Dogs, the Patriot, and then Andy, what do you got?
Well, I got the same thing you got. Boom.
Nice.
All right, what
Well,
about you,
the-
Graham?
Cup of coffee.
Actually, I can answer that. Graham, Robert, and Zach, aren't you all smoking the other one? The
Yeah,
Admiral.
The Admiral.
Very
Maybe you
nice.
can see it over here. Check out this band.
Well, you
There's
gotta
like tanks and fog of war. It's super
I
cool.
was
Yeah,
looking
I
at
was
that.
looking
It looks cool as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, mine's got freedom on it, mofo. Look at that. Yeah.
Also cool as hell.
That's right. All right. So we're going to cut and light these things, and then we're going to give you a little review on them. So as we light up, Robert, do you have...
I do. What's the difference in plume and mold?
that's not a beginner question. What the fuck?
Wait a minute. What?
That's pretty. This is a hotly debated topic, from what I understand.
It is a hotly debated topic. That's why I
So we're
love
just going
that you
out
picked to say that.
both barrels, huh? Good.
Yeah. Straight up. I mean, I don't know why we're going to, have this kind of act out in front of guests. I mean, there's people here, there's witnesses to this fight, so I don't understand why we're doing this, but I guess we can go ahead and do it.
There's witnesses to every fight. You record everything.
You're right. All right. So, but either you, Val or Pedro, if you have an answer to this, you can answer this too, but I can go first.
Oh, I want to go first.
I'll let you go
Okay,
first.
let Andy go first. Good. All right, you go ahead, Andy.
All fucking mold. Don't smoke it. I said it. I said the same thing to Gibbs like 3 days ago.
It's all mold. Okay.
Mold.
And my argument was, it's not
You're right.
all mold. Okay. So, plume is really the crystallization of the oils on the wrapper that create these little bumps on the wrapper itself. Okay. Sometimes they can get a little white, but if you can easily dust it off, it's not mold, it's plume. But it's usually the crystallization of the oils. That way, whenever, if you smoke it down some, you can actually see little bumps in the ash all over the place. And that's when the cigar is kind of what they call toothy, and that's plume. Mold is nasty ass shit growing hair out of your, cigar that's usually like greenish blue, and that's mold. You should throw it away. So that's the biggest difference. And how you spot it, it is a little difficult, but like I said, the plume is easily just brushed off. What, Andy? I know this is going to be a fight. What do you want?
Your mold can be white too. It looks like, it looks like crystal.
Mold, you're right. Mold can be white too, but mold, if you just brush it off, it won't come off, right? So you have to sit there and like dig into it to get it out.
So it's all mold.
And that's the end of the
It's
show.
not all mold. I'm telling you, if you ever get your hands on a really good toothy cigar, it's
Quit 'em.
fantastic. All right, I'll miss you. You and Grim can get in the podcasting unemployment line, which there isn't one
Why did
because
I
I've
get
tried
thrown
so many
into that?
times.
Where did I get thrown into that?
Because you quit every episode. That's why.
Yeah, but I haven't quit yet.
Give it a few minutes.
Give
That's
me a
true.
few minutes. I'm working it up. You know what? When I quit, it's a very intimate thing. It's a ritualistic thing. So like, I have to have my prep time. You don't rush this.
All right, I'll give you your time back.
I quit. Fuck you. All right, I'm back.
Thank God. How could we carry on without you?
You couldn't. That's why I'm still here. I didn't even
really
quit out of the.
I can really feel bad for Val and Pedro.
I know
Yeah, I
Val and
feel
Pedro are like,
bad.
what the
It
hell
went
kind
off
of
the
shit
rails
did
a
we
little
just
fast.
sign up for? They're like, Rui just
guys
signed
are
us up for this and then walked away.
Right? He's in trouble. He's in trouble.
Rue's in trouble. That's it. Rue's in trouble. I like it.
Rue's in-
But did you have any input to this debate before we tear each other apart about, what's plume and what's mold?
I'm with you. I'm definitely with you on that.
Hey,
I mean, it's hard. We haven't had that happen on too many of our cigars. We probably had one, and we were kind of like astonished, and we were thinking it was because of the water or whatever. And then it was like, oh, was it the flu? And we brushed it off, and it came off, and we said, we're smoking it. The hell with it. So that's a waste of a cigar. You know what I mean? Now, mold.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I agree. You know when it's mold and you're looking at it, you're like, yeah, throw it out.
yeah. But yeah, but like you
So,
said,
it's
whenever
mold.
Alright,
Throw it in
you
the
have-
freezer.
Well, it is mold, you know what I mean? I mean, you start thinking about it, it is mold. It all is the same.
I mean, it's penicillin,
Exactly.
right? I mean, that's what they use to make penicillin is mold, right? Just any old mold will do, I'm sure. I mean, I'm definitely not a scientist or a doctor, or a pharmacist or anything like that, but I heard it was made
Well, yeah.
from mold.
Rara is a pharmacist. He can back this up. Come on.
you can't back it up.
I'm not. Val,
sorry, I've been.
or Pedro, y'all got. It sounds like you have an aircraft flying over. Are you closer to an Air Force base?
That was Pensacola.
We're at the back gate of NAS Pensacola.
So you get the fun airplanes.
Yeah, we get the Blue Angels every Tuesday at 11 o'clock. They put on a little show every
Smokes.
I just get.
That's pretty
things
cool.
that-
That'd be awesome to see.
Well, it gets a little loud.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it probably gets old after a while, but I think if
No,
I was in the same place, I would
It
probably
never
sit
gets
outside
old.
during that.
And
Okay, good.
Watching
Good.
them up there do what they do. America.
It's amazing.
That's the sounds of freedom, boy.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I've shut up too much. I'm sorry. So, we're gonna give first thoughts on light up of this cigar because I just lit mine up. That is a very unique taste, and it's very pleasant. It's very so far. It's kind of a medium, almost a medium full starting off for me on this one. Like I said, it's a pleasurable taste, but of course I can't pull out flavors, so I can't tell you a flavor that it is. But I'm digging it. That kind of caught me off guard for a second there. I was like, wow, what is that? That's like a little treat. I like that. So how about you, Andy?
It lit up. It lit up really well. It's holding its burn line at the moment. So the ash is nice and pretty and white. It's got. I don't know if I'm medium full with you, Gibbs, or not, but we're definitely going to go medium.
Yeah, a little bit.
Pairs well with the sweet tea or the bourbon I'm sitting here with.
Blackberry Crown, which I'm pairing with.
Knob Creek maple bacon bourbon, whatever.
There you go.
Nice.
I don't care. It tastes like maples and bacon.
Which
Well,
is
bourbon.
delicious.
Combo. Good combo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a good combo.
How about you, Graham?
I'm actually having a hard time having a conversation with this thing because like I was never in the military, so never got a rank. But if I had to imagine that had a rank in the military, it would see somewhere along like really low private. and I don't think I should talk to an admiral. Like, keep your eyes down, don't make eye contact, that kind of shit. So I'm still trying to gauge myself, but I would definitely say a medium, and delicious.
That's high praise because you didn't just get a meh.
Yeah, usually I just do, man.
How about you, Robert?
First off, allow me to, I want to say thank you for your service to the country. I appreciate everything that you and the honorable men and women of America have done. So thank you.
That's going to go to my brother. He's the veteran.
Okay.
I'm
Yes,
not a
please.
veteran. I'm a blue-collar worker. He's the veteran.
Very cool. Well, thank you for me.
And I
Very
will.
much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
And thank you for your sacrifice while he was sacrificing as well.
Thank
Yeah, I agree. It lit up. It's burning even. I love the smell that comes off this side. It's the foot. There you go. So far it's
I
great.
like that
cigar,
foot stank.
right?
Sorry, I like a good foot stank too. It's good.
Well, who doesn't? I mean,
All right, I'm not touching that.
I don't know. Sorry, I apologize.
shame.
I'm sorry.
That just derailed everything. Good for
It
you,
really
buddy.
did. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yep. Sorry, you can,
Like, and it
you can
wasn't
just cut
me.
that out.
That's the best
I
part.
know you
didn't
won't,
say
but you
it was
can.
derailing. It was Zach.
There's an edit button for that.
Yeah.
What about you, Zach?
Up a little bit, but is it my turn to talk about this card? Okay, so I've also got the Admiral, and no issues lighting up. Seems like the humidity is really good on it. It tastes really familiar, and in a really, really good way. Like, it's hitting a lot of the check boxes I like in a cigar. It's got a little bit of pepper to it, but it's not overpowering. Like on the Retro Hail, it's like an addition to the cigar, not just like blow out your sinuses with pain. So far so good. Really, really enjoying it so far. It's about a medium for me right now. I'm guessing it will probably pick up a little bit in strength as it goes along, and I am pairing it with Jameson because it's the only whiskey I had left. So
Sounds like somebody needs to make a run to the stores.
yeah, I do.
True words.
All right. So Val and Pedro, tell us about the cigars we're smoking.
So the
We can start with
Patriot,
the Patriot.
that's a double Maduro, all Nicaraguan. Binder, filler, great cigar. We actually donate 15% of that sale to Operation Zero and Operation Tackle Box. There are two organizations here in Pensacola that we donate to. So every cigar we sell, 15% of it goes to those donations. That's one of the reasons why we came up with that cigar. We're looking for another organization to do with dogs, veteran dogs or police dogs. They really don't get that much help either. So we're trying to find a good organization for that. That's why the band has the dog on it. We're going to upgrade the band as well, kind of matching the line. We just wanted to do it separate the way we had it, but still going to have the same logo, but we're going to give it a little foil, a little love.
Nice.
And then the Admiral's another one of our top cigars in our line, a big seller. It's a Nicaraguan Habano wrapper, aged and all Nicaraguan as well. That one there, out of basically all our cigars in our line now, that one there is the one that has the notes that will change throughout that cigar more than others. One of the reasons why we came out with that blend.
Nice.
Just getting into tobaccos, not to get off topic of those cigars, but it's basically, we want to be different, and we started looking at tobacco. We got Nicaraguan, Dominican, our Brotherhood has Honduras in it. We got the Haze Gray with Ecuador Sumatra wrapper, but it's always those same countries, and we wanted to explore outside of that. There's got to be tobacco in other countries of the world, and we
For sure.
dealt with no other than Ish, and we're working on another blend with him right now with leaves from other parts of the country other than the Dominican and Nicaragua, etc. So that's one of the reasons. Our first cigar was the Brotherhood. It was a full body, and it definitely packs a punch. And once we came out with that, we wanted to come out with something else, something medium, and that's when we came out with the Admiral, where we started switching up the blend and making different notes in it that just catch it right away, not too peppery. We like the Nicaraguan tobacco. We like the peppery spiciness, but there's a lot of notes that you're going to be tasting in that cigar. They're going to catch you off and be like, wow, that's a great cigar. It's actually what I'm smoking right now, too.
So
Does it
tell us
come-
how. Go ahead.
Does it come in a Robusto? I have a Stogie mag. I'd like to put some of these in.
The Patriot doesn't. We only do the Patriot and the Toro. The Admiral we do have in a Robusto and Toro.
Nice.
Sorry, go
I
ahead,
don't know
Gibson.
why Andy threw a random plug for Stogie Mag in there, but
I just
I like it. I
Well,
do
I
like a
mean-
Stogie Mag. Don't get me wrong.
they're pretty cool.
They're pretty cool dudes. If you ever met them,
Yeah.
they're awesome
They're
dudes,
really cool.
and they're pretty
More of a
decent product.
story.
It's pretty awesome. But what got you started with Haze Great Cigars? I see that you have. I think you have your own lounge, right? Did the lounge come first, and
It's
then
a
you make
mobile.
cigars, or
It's a mobile lounge. It's a 7x12 trailer enclosed. We got seating in there, TV, our cigars. I actually just remodeled it and put shelving in there because we're looking to carry other boutique cigars in there. Mainly veteran owned, but some aren't going to be. They're basically all part of TPA. A lot of TPA members' cigars we're going to try to get in there. But yeah, we got a lounge. We hand roll at events, weddings, private parties, and we just put around town with the lounge and, go to breweries a lot. That's a big thing around here is breweries. Gallery night downtown where they close downtown and we hang out down there selling our cigars. So it's been a big thing with the lounge, getting our brand out there, especially our name. So that's why we're venturing and, still going to obviously push our brand, but starting to push more boutique brands out there. Getting into Haze Great Cigars, the original question, before I go off with it, my brother basically was the head planner in all this. I was living in Massachusetts. He was down here in Pensacola. This is where his last duty station was, and this is where he stayed. So about a couple years ago, he went on a cruise. He's been smoking cigars since he joined the military in '96. So he's been smoking for a long time. I was never big on cigars. Here and there, special occasions, sure, I'll light one up, but I never got into it. So, like I said, about 2-3 years ago, he went on a cruise, went to the Dominican, seen the factories down there. His mind just started turning, started doing a lot of research. How do you start your own brand? He just wanted, he wanted to get into pipe tobacco and called me, and I just pretty much, yeah him, but I knew my brother was onto something. So let it ride out. He ended up finding a factory. He talked to one of our mentors now about creating his own brand. They said yes, sat down, created the blends. He sent me a couple of cigars in Massachusetts. As soon as I smoked them, it was different. And I said, you know what? I'm going to sell my house. I'm moving to Florida. Pull the trigger. Let's do it. So April 2024 is when we launched. I got down here in July, started working on the lounge, and we brought Valerie along. She does all our marketing, social media, which has been a huge help for us. Working at 9 to 5, my brother does. I work, landscaping, so I'm working till whenever time, early in the morning, and you don't have that much time to do stuff. And both of them can work from home and travel, and she has that. She just has it. You know what I mean? Like, if you see our social media, it's all her. Like, we don't.
Nice.
I'm not big on computers. I can't really. Yeah. Kudos to her. Seriously, she holds us
I feel your
together.
pain, Val.
Yeah. I mean, she's dealing with two brothers. I mean, we get along. We have our moments just like brothers do, right? But for the most part, we get along. We're on the same page. We know what we want. All three of us have this passion for cigars, especially starting off with me with cigars. It was, you smoked a Perdomo, great cigars, Fuentes, all these other big brand names. I smoke it and it's like, yeah, it's a good cigar, Once the boutique world started coming into my palate, I don't smoke big brands anymore. And it's because it's always a mystery on that cigar that you pick up on. What am I going to taste in this cigar? And that's what intrigued me into this whole business with my brother. Once he started sending me those samples, I'm like, this is different. Man, this is really different. So I started smoking cigars, and it's been a wrap since then. I mean, we just love it. We love what we do, and it's coming up with that next blend that's going to, rock everybody, and everyone's going to want that cigar because of the different flavors in it.
Yeah,
Cool.
wholeheartedly. We're
So
kind of on
what-
the same page as you are with boutique cigars.
Yeah.
We pretty much promote boutique. We love boutique. I mean, the big guys are out there. They do have a good product. We're not bashing their product.
Right.
But the boutique is definitely more the, find the hidden treasure when you're going to, the humidor, and trying to figure out something new, and there's so many new boutiques out there that you always have something new to try. So it's pretty awesome. And then when you do find really good ones, you definitely want to promote them and smoke them.
Yeah, for sure. So what part of Massachusetts are you from?
Mashpee, Cape Cod.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got some friends that live in the Cape Cod area. I've been
Nice.
up there a couple times. It's really pretty.
Yeah. Too expensive, but nice.
Heard that
For
rumor.
sure.
Yeah, I lived up there for 20-something years. I ended up actually moving to Portugal for a couple years, because that's originally where we're from. One of our cigars is called a 1982. That's when we first moved here to the United States. So we've been here for a long time, but I actually went back for a couple years. Didn't really like it. Went back to Massachusetts, stayed there for a long time. I was probably there for a total of 20-something years, 25 years. And now here I am in Florida, loving it. I mean, can't beat it.
Nice.
Well, you don't have to shovel snow.
Yeah. That's definitely one of the big things. It's like,
I mean,
Actually,
you may have to fight a croc.
We did have to shovel snow this winter.
Yeah.
Last winter. It was crazy.
You got
Oh,
snow?
yeah.
Well, I wasn't
That's
sure
great.
that Florida got hit with the weird storm or not this year, but
we did.
I know
one
like
of the-
New Orleans and stuff got snow.
It looked a little like New England that day. It was crazy.
That is crazy for Florida.
That was my first winter living here. I brought the snow.
That's the only time it ever happened. Don't get used to it.
Yeah.
So it's your fault. Got it.
It might be a little bit before you see it again.
I hope so.
It may be a while, yeah.
Right.
So how's the roller coaster of the first year being in business?
Good.
Honestly, yeah. I
It's
mean,
pretty
in the
good.
beginning,
Knock on wood.
just like any business, you have your ups and downs. You guys talked about earlier, Haze Gray cigars, but your cigars are War Dogs. Well, the story behind that is we originally came up with War Dogs. This was our original logo, and we were going to come out with bourbon as well. So we started
Nice.
getting into it. We had this other partner of ours at the time. He's no longer with us because of reasons. He said, no, the trademark is fine. We can do War Dogs, boom, boom, boom. I looked it up. We're all set. Like, cool. So we went with it. Found out that there was a company out in Denmark making cigar boxes called War Dogs. So we couldn't have that as our company name. So all the stuff we bought, company name, everything, War Dogs, that was money that basically you throw away, right? Learning experience. We had to switch it to another name. So we chose Haze Gray underway. It's a Navy term that they use in the Navy. The color of the ship's Haze Gray, right? And I said, yeah, my brother came up with a name. I said, let's do it. So we trademarked that. And the lawyer said we can still keep War Dogs as our cigar line. Okay, cool. So that's what we did. And that's why we still have the War Dogs line and the Haze Gray. So the transitioning of that was, I thought it was going to be harder than what it was. People started, it was just in the beginning stages, but people were like, oh, War Dogs, especially local. And then it was Haze Gray cigars. And everybody's like, wait, Haze Gray? So are you guys Haze Gray or War Dogs? The transition was a little hard, but it actually went smoother than I thought.
Gotcha.
That was one of the big bumps that I think we had. Really, other than that, it's just been great. Joining TPA's helped us tremendously. Meeting other brands, podcasts, accessories for cigar, just random people on that are just great, and pushing their brands and smoking their brands and seeing what their, blends are and taste, and wow, it's amazing, and the community that the cigar community that we have is just unbelievable. The way everybody helps each other out, from boxes to bands, factories, whatever it is, everybody helps each other. And that's what's awesome in this industry to me, especially in the boutique world. We all help each other out.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a stupid question because I've got all kinds of acronyms rolling in my head. TPA, what's it stand for?
Tobacco Products Association.
There we go.
Have you guys heard
I
of
was
it?
thinking PCA,
Absolutely.
TAA. Yeah, there were a few others that I thought of that I just couldn't get to
Right.
that one. I hadn't made it down that far on the list.
Yeah, no, it's a great, and it's for consumers, right? Like, PCA is just your brands and that's it. Here it's consumers are involved as well. So anybody can join. They do.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's good for everybody. And the knowledge that they give you, you know, when the tariffs started happening, they broke down what it was going to cost a cigar, you know, trademarking. I mean, everything. They talk about everything every week. They always have different, you know, marketing, you know, what you should do with marketing, the whole AI thing coming out.
That's what we did last week. So like every week is a different topic for everybody that gets on the Zoom. So like last week it was like AI marketing, how to overcome AI, how to get your name out there. So like every week you're picking up so much information, whether you're a consumer, whether you're a lounge, whether you are accessories. So it's pretty much anything in the tobacco, cigar, even pipe tobacco industry, but it's really awesome.
Just embrace AI. That's all I can tell you.
All right.
Or at least be
It's here
nice
to
to
stay.
it in case it becomes
Or at least be nice to
our
her.
overlords or something.
TPA rocks. Rock. No. TPArocks.com. It's the TPA. And then they have an Instagram, Facebook page. So check it out. It's good stuff.
We'll have to. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to check out.
It's an awesome group.
So, what actually possessed Rue to get you guys on this podcast? You seem like a respectable group of people, so I'm just trying to figure out why he would put
Are
you
you
through
saying that
this.
you're not? No, so
I'd say we're
Questionable
not.
depending,
What the
depending on the
hell?
day of the week. You know,
Right.
Yeah,
We can
the
neither
person you talk
confirm
to-
nor deny our respectfulness.
Yes.
he's heard only great things about you guys. Just, I mean, as a newer boutique brand, we're just trying to get our name out there. And, you know, we've been doing quite a few podcasts lately just to like get our brand, our name out there, meet people. So that's what we're really pushing. It's just to get Haze Gray out where people are hearing about us, knowing who we are.
Trying our cigars like
Trying
you guys
our
are right
cigars.
now. It means everything to
Yeah.
us, you know, like hearing the feedback, you know, whether it's negative, I mean, that's what we love about it, you know. Somebody on here might not like that cigar. Another guy on here might love the cigar. You know, it's all on your palate. And we understand that. You never take anything to the heart, you know. Even though you always want to hear good. And I will say, a lot of people have said our cigars are great and they love them. More people love the Patriot than the Admiral. A lot of people love the Admiral. A lot of people love the Brotherhood, our full body. And then we also have the 96 that she's smoking,
This
which
is such a good
our
barber
barber
pole.
pole.
I did see you had a
Man,
I was
box
never a
I
big
want
fan of
that one.
barber poles. Neither was my brother. We just wanted to be different, you know. We started messing with it and said, let's come out with a barber pole, you know. And it's in San Andreas Maduro, Connecticut shade wrapper, all Dominican. It's a great smoke. To me, I like smoking it with a beer, you know, a nice draft beer, ale, either or. I mean, it pairs well with that to me. Coffee, our 1982 is a Connecticut shade, all Dominican. That one in the morning with a cup of coffee is unbelievable. We also wanted to come out with flavored cigars somewhat because we've noticed that with the new people starting, it's hard to get them on a Connecticut shade, you know, where we came out with the Haze Gray, which is Ecuador, Sumatra, all Dominican. It's got a sugar tip, so you get the little sweetness. So these new people like those little sweet cigars or something with flavor that we've noticed. So we wanted to come out with something like that. So we came out with a Haze Gray, which is a sugar tip, and that one's been selling a lot lately, especially to the new guys and females. They just like that sweetness. And we also came out with another one, which was the backpack, which is our cocoa chocolate infused, if you want to call it. It's basically a San Andreas Maduro wrapper, all Nicaraguan. You definitely get a consistent cocoa chocolate taste in it the whole way through. A lot of people say, it tastes like a Fat Bottom Betty. That's what their go-tos are. So that's what we started. We wanted to come out with something with that. And it's been another success with that cigar. So all 7 in our line they've been moving pretty well. But the Admiral, Patriot, and Brotherhood are definitely the number one sellers that we have.
Gotcha.
So going back to pairing there, what would you pair with an Admiral or a Patriot?
Definitely a good bourbon. I mean, you can't go wrong with a good bourbon.
The Patriot is one of my favorite. I love that cigar. I pair it with like Pinot Noir, red wine.
But yeah, I could see that working. I mean, I haven't had that cigar, but That's
We were
a
on-
good pairing with a good cigar.
We were on a podcast and they paired it with this whiskey. What was it called? O-Line. They were actually, one of the guys that owns the brand is actually here from Pensacola, was stationed here. We were on the same podcast, so we paired our cigar with his whiskey. That whiskey right there with this cigar, so this day to me, best one. Every note in
Nice.
that whiskey is almost the same, identical to the cigar.
Nice.
Interesting.
O-Line whiskey. O-Line whiskey. Unbelievable. I have it on my phone, but that's definitely one to pair with the Admiral.
The Admiral is really good with Chardonnay.
Yeah.
We were on a podcast and we had a girl tell Rue and I that she would definitely pair the Admiral with Chardonnay, and we went and bought a bottle and tried it. Especially on that last third. It was awesome with Chardonnay. But it goes great with bourbon
Nice.
as well.
Everything goes great with bourbon.
Patriots go with
I
coffee.
mean, yeah, that's two things that are consistent in our pairing. We do like a good bourbon with a cigar and a good coffee with a cigar. That's
Yeah.
pretty consistent in our repertoire.
Just try not to mix up the time of day that you're supposed to drink those two.
Or do and have a really great day.
Or
Or a
do
really
and
bad one.
don't tell anybody.
Yeah, there you go.
Know what I'm doing
Just
Wednesday.
woke up.
Where are we at in our cigars? I think I'm about halfway.
About halfway.
Yours about half. You're
Just
about
short of
half.
half.
You're about half.
But pretty close.
Robert, what are you doing? You're usually sucking these things down. You're like taking your time, man.
There. Yeah. Zach, what am I tasting? What am I tasting?
You're
You tell me.
Actually, I'm getting like dark chocolate, a little bit of like coffee sweetness, the pepper's kind of toned down a little bit, but it's still there on the back end. Those are the things I'm getting from it right now, which are like, check. Zach likes those things in his cigar.
Okay. Because what I'm tasting though is and what's up? The Mother Clucker, the Roma Craft,
Neanderthal.
the Neanderthal, the Patina. What's the Patina?
Sumatra or Habano.
And now this. Have that that thing that I love in cigars, that taste. And I can never place it, but yeah.
To use Andy's words, it's tobacco.
Well then
I stole those
Well,
words
this
from
one-
somebody else, so I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, you get credit
Well,
today.
then this is joining those three as being fastly on its way to being one of my Island Five.
You're running out of 5 boxes. I think you're
I was gonna say,
at 6.
Things are getting dropped off.
Four.
And he's got 4. He's got Neanderthal, you got the Patina, you got this one, and you got the Mother Clucker. So that's 4. You only got one more, but
Yeah, usually in that first third of the Admiral, you'll get a molasses in it. Molasses note. That little sweet.
I could see that.
Yeah.
It's all subjective.
Exactly.
The word I use for that is like the sweetness of coffee. If like you get like a light roast that's really brewed well, you get a little bit of sweetness to that, and that's kind of what pings in my head. But I like molasses. That's a good descriptor.
so we've kind of heard from Zach and Robert already. How about you, Graham? We'll just go reverse order this time.
I blame Rara.
It's my fault.
I can't outdo them. I don't know what you want. Just fucking go to the next person.
Do you like it?
Yeah, man. Of course you have that.
Oh my God. All right. How about you, Andy?
Well, to use Zach's words, flavors and stuff. Yeah, there we go.
See, Andy understands.
Yeah, I do.
We had,
Damn
we
it,
had
Zach.
I was
We're smoking something different.
I
We're
have
smoking
a totally
something
different
different, so
cigar.
we
I
can't
don't
get
know
away
what
with that. Yeah,
I
we
know.
can't get away with that. We can't piggyback
that's
off
true.
yours. Uh-huh.
Yeah, Gibbs, you're up for using words.
Son of a bitch.
See, Andy knows what's up. Still saying.
Yeah, to me, it's still more of a medium. It may be creeping medium full at the halfway point, but it's still burning really nice, and it's just got a really good to me, kind of an earthy flavor. The retro's really easy. It's not killing me to retro, and it's like I said, it continues to pair well with all the things that are out here as a smorgasbord of beverages.
All right. So I'm going to try.
Hey, how about you, Gibbs?
Put words. Yeah, I'm gonna try to put words to it. So when I was saying medium full earlier, it is a very medium cigar in taste, but it is got a full-bodied smoke to it. So you are getting a mouthful of smoke, and it tastes really good, and that's why I was putting it more in the medium full. Finding out it's a double Maduro after the fact, kind of leans to that.
Yeah,
but that's what I mean. But it's been consistent the whole time. I haven't had to touch it up once. The construction on it is pristine. It's really good. It's burning evenly, very tight roll. Well, not very tightly rolled, where like you're sucking on a Jamocha shake or something, but it's very well rolled. And I'm digging it. I like the flavor. I like the smoke output on it, and I like the taste of it. So I'm happy with it so far.
Yeah, the construction on this looks really good.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. And speaking of that, I saw that since you do events and you do everything, so you roll yourselves. But do you actually have a factory also rolling with you, or
Yes,
you roll them all yourselves?
Keep up with our production. The factory rolls them for us, but we'll do our rolling as far as events around here.
Mm-hmm.
We were just in Memphis for the TriStar Herb. We were just out there last weekend, and my brother rolled from like 1 o'clock till 9, like nonstop, to the point he was standing up still rolling. But my brother says it's kind of like his getaway, his zen. So and you can just see it in him. He's in the zone. When he starts rolling, he's just in the zone. You know what I mean? Like, that's cool. Nothing bothers him. He's just smiling. And somebody was playing a joke. They were like, hey, somebody go up to him and ask him, how long does it take to roll a cigar? So that was like the thing that night, and everybody was going up to him like that was there. Hey, how long does it take to roll a cigar? And he would just sit there and just smile. It would aggravate the shit out of me. I'm honest, you know what I mean? I'd be like, dude, go somewhere, But he was cool with it, he's laughing. But yeah, we do roll at events. If we do have to roll, we need a box out. We know somebody that's local shops or local. We got a place, a golf course. They got a tiki port now. They carry our cigars on that golf course, so we'll go out there, roll cigars for them. But our main, to get into shops and everything, it's our production is basically in the factory. That's basically where we get most of it.
I was wondering, how do you keep up with the demand?
Yeah.
If you were rolling yourself.
Yeah, there's no way. And like I say, we both work. All three of us work. So there's just no way. And that's the blessing of having a factory that can work with you in that aspect. And you start venturing off. There's so many different factories out there. Us dealing with Ish now. Working with blends with him. We were down at Jacksonville at the Boutique Fest, and he gave us our blend to try. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I'll put it there. I mean, it's exactly what we want, what we're looking for. It's different. Unbelievable. And we're going down there within the next few weeks to work on that blend still, and hopefully others. Sometime maybe January we'll be launching it. Hopefully all goes well. But it's definitely gonna be something to look for, because like I said, it's different. It's that boutique brand that I love, and those cigars that I love. It's we're coming up with these blends. It's obviously cigars that we love, and you hope that the consumer's gonna love them. So far, we're doing well in that aspect from the feedback that we've been getting. And that just means the world to us. It means, we're doing something right. Between social media, the followers we get from her, posting, it's all day long. You'll see about 6-7 of our posts, but you see the average of people liking them is just going up. So it's just a great feeling. It really is.
That's awesome. And just to clarify, when we're talking about Ish, you're talking about the owner of Banff, right?
Yep.
Sounds like Ish is taking over the world. He's got quite a couple of different people up on him right now, don't he?
I think with us it'll be 125.
Mm-hmm.
And it's where we go with that boutique brand, right? Like your Perdomos, Fuentes, they're not going to get those leaves from around the world that he has access to, because there's so much of it that he's already grabbing that he has, or it's not something that they're going to really mess with. It's a consistent flow, right? In our industry, we can get those 3 pallets of those leaves, 4 pallets, whatever it is, not thousands that big brand needs to make their cigars. So that's the advantage to me that, in my opinion, that the boutique world has in that aspect. And when you're just blending all those different tobaccos from different parts of the world that just blow your mind, like, what is that? And the note changes and flavors, it's out of this world, you know, and that's exactly where we want to go with our brand and just being different, you know. Still keeping that tradition, don't get me wrong, like the big name brands, I'm not bashing them at all. Great cigars, but for my palate profile, it's just not me anymore. You know, I just don't like, I just been boutique from the beginning, to be honest with you. And it's carrying out since then.
The boutique craft blends, because that's all I've been smoking. And I mean, I started out with the Rocky Tails, Perdomos, all of those legacy. But like the boutique and the craft, just they take you on such a journey, and it's like you open that cigar and light it up, start smoking, and it's like what's coming next. And like some of them are just so empowering in the transition between your blends. It's amazing. There's so many good ones out there that are coming out. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing I like about boutique is you can the boutique manufacturers can take a little bit more risk, and like you're saying, they can utilize those smaller quantity tobaccos that a big company would be like, oh, well, I can't get enough to even do a line of that. So and they're really focused on, like, you know, they've been coming out with like 1 or 2 new blends in a year or whatever, but they're focusing on their existing lines to keep those consistent so that they can serve the customers they already have. And I like a lot of big brand cigars, but I tend to lean a lot more towards boutique because they're just, like you said, more interesting.
And that's what we're going.
I was about to touch on.
And that's what we're experiencing now, especially here in the Panhandle, is trying to push those boutique brands out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how it is. A person been smoking a cigar for 30-something years. They go into the humidor. They know exactly where they're going. They're going for the Perdomos, the Rock Patels. I mean, they already know where it is in that humidor that they go every day or whatever it is, once a week. But that's what they're always going to shoot for. Where with us, in our lounge, like, we're getting recognized here on the Panhandle. People know about us, and that's an advantage that we're going to take with us because we want to push these boutique brands out, you know, and it's all boutique brands that we're going to have in there. We're going to push them, you know, not just our brand, but everybody else, and get them and know everybody's story to that brand, right? Because that's how you connect with a cigar. Knowing the story of that cigar, you know, who the people are, who the owners are. And us being in the TPA, knowing already all these members and their story, it'll make it easier for us to explain that cigar to people. And that's our goal in our lounge. And hopefully one day we'll have our own brick and mortar where we can grow onto that as well here and have the boutique take over, right? That's our goal.
Right.
Absolutely.
There you go.
That's the goal, man. That's a great goal.
Rue and I just went up. We did a cut and light up at Fat Boys in PA, and we went into, you know, we did some visits to cigar lounges up there, and they have boutiques. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. We would walk into these food stores, and I was like a kid in a candy shop because there were so many boutiques amongst all the legacies, and we don't see that here. Like, our cigar lounges and things have just legacy. So like, that's what we are really trying to brand Haze Gray and ourselves on, is just educating people on the craft boutique and getting the names out there, because there's just so much good stuff that people can be smoking and enjoying.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of the shops here will have like your standard large companies, and then they maybe have like 1 or 2 boxes of boutique stuff, and it's usually really interesting stuff that they get. It's not like, you know, just a house blend or something. It's like, you know, they get like an interesting limited release from a small brand. It's kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah, because like same here in Georgia. It's like you get the big name brands, but you won't find, you know, a nice Haze Gray cigar. You won't find a Blood of Lad from Banff. You won't find any of that stuff. Which, by the way, since if you have a direct line to Ish, I need a Blood of Lad in my life. I've been hearing about this damn cigar forever.
He just gifted me the box.
She got the box at the
He
last
signed
minute.
it for me.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that box is awesome, isn't it? Right?
That's my new favorite cigar.
I just want to try one of the damn cigars. I can't get my hands on one.
I think you know what?
And now I have to try your sweet tip too. I gotta
send
find
us
that
your-
too.
Send us your address, and we'll send you one.
No
I
way,
think I
man.
still
You ain't
have,
gotta
like,
do that. It's just
I have a
I
couple.
just been hearing rumors about that. Music.
We'll send you one.
But you were too awesome. And if I need to send you some money for that sweet tip, I want to try your sweet tip too,
Yeah.
because that sounded really interesting. Because I am the guy who likes the Dead Woodrow Estates line,
Yep.
so the sweet tip was right up my alley.
Yeah. And there's not, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but we just noticed a lot of new smokers. That's what they're pushing. It's like, I just don't want to taste tobacco, you know, and, you know, you get some young guys that come in there, like we get a lot of military young guys that come in there, they're just getting into cigars, you know, and we had one, the last gallery night, you know, he had a little bit too much to drink, you know, but great kid, you know, and it was his first cigar ever he was going to smoke. So I broke it down to him, the cigar. You know, after doing this for a little bit, you know how to talk to certain people. Like with him, you don't want to tell him this wrapper is this and this filler and binder is this. To him, that's just Chinese, right? You don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So you basically just tell him, well, this is what it's going to taste like. This is the cigar, you know. And I try to break it down just like in simpler words, especially on his level. He put the cigar in his mouth, he smoked it, and he was all happy, smiling, finding out where we're going to be next, when our next event is. He's going to tell all his boys, and that just makes me happy, you know, knowing that, hey, whether that kid's going to smoke another cigar in his life, he's going to go tell somebody else about Haze Gray, and maybe they'll come along, you know?
We live in a big
for sure.
military town. I think we've got like 5 or 6 bases here.
Yeah.
So like when we do events, we get a lot of the young military guys that are in A school. So they are just getting into cigars. So Pedro's huge on educating them and taking the time with each one and breaking it down. And they come back to us, like they follow us and they come back and they're like, man, you taught me so much. This cigar is awesome. Let me try another one. And we're seeing that they're coming and they're working themselves through the blends, which is awesome.
That's cool.
He's great about just educating them and giving them the time that they need to teach them about cigars. And that's a big thing about us, what we want to be known for, you know, just where we're personable and people can talk to us and learn what they need to learn. We're doing the same thing with women. There's so many women that are getting into cigars. I've started a women's cigar hearth that we do monthly and pair with drinks, and they're going through all 7 of our blends, working their way up to a full body. So like we're really trying to educate the community on cigars, which goes a long way.
That's really cool.
Yes, ladies,
like
for
that.
full body cigar night, we're going to have a steak and potato as well as a full bodied cigar. Please join us. With the,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Can I join? I want to join that group.
We did one last month, and it's a private club that we have here. Rue is actually a member, so they're sommelier. She's a level 3 sommelier. She paired 3 drinks with our 82, our Connecticut, because that was the first one we were starting with. And it was like the first one cleaned your it like brought out the first notes. The second drink cleansed your palate, and the third drink like just went into the third of your cigar, and it was amazing. It was phenomenal for drinks.
Were those like mixed drinks, or
What was that?
were they like mixed drinks, or like a cocktail? Okay, what
Yeah.
kind of cocktails? Just out of curiosity.
She did. It was like it was a early vodka drink that she made, kind of like a Paloma, but not really. And then she did some type of like fig. It was like a fig infused bourbon cocktail. And then I don't remember what the other one was. It was like a martini type drink. It was amazing.
So they were feeling good
That's
after
cool.
that night.
I bet.
I'm about to say, yeah.
That was good stuff. But we try to
Drinks
do
and-
that for the women, because women are getting really huge into cigars,
Yeah.
smoking cigars. That's becoming another, big thing in the industry with females and cigars.
Very cool.
Yeah, and it's awesome to see. It's not the stereotypical, aromatics and sweets and everything like that. They're wanting full body cigars,
Yeah.
really good cigars that you're like, yeah, I can
They shocked
definitely.
me. They've shocked me
appreciate that.
in the beginning, like we just started our lounge, and a couple females come in, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna probably want, our Haze spray or our backpack. And I'm like, so what do you like smoking? The sweet, I got chocolate infused. She goes, I don't like that stuff. I want like a full body. You got any Maduros? It's like, holy shit, yeah, I do, and that was just like, I've always said, nothing is sexier than a woman smoking a cigar. Let's be honest.
What do you have to add?
And tattoos. They have to have tattoos. For
Yeah.
me, personally. That's why I'm not
Tattoo
allowed.
of cigar.
I'm not allowed at ladies' night.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, even she was talking about ladies' night, it is a really good turnout, and it's such a good feeling watching these women just interact with each other about cigars. The knowledge that she starts giving them, and I was at one of them because I had the lounge there, and I was sitting in the lounge and I'm just listening, and they're showing them how to cut a cigar, don't cut past the cap, this is the foot, everything about a cigar, and I'm like, some of the women there might know, a lot of them don't, and now they're learning, and now they can actually go into a lounge and know lounge etiquette and not be intimidated by the men or anybody. They feel more confident going into a lounge.
Yeah, we've got about 15 that are frequent
And growing.
and then they
That's
like
awesome.
that's when they did, they're like, I feel so confident. Like 2 or 3 of them were like, we went into a cigar lounge by myself and sat there, picked out a cigar, lit a cigar, had conversation, and I could actually talk and feel comfortable, not out of my realm, smoking a cigar by myself. So
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Right.
That's super awesome.
Yeah, to
That's
the
better
to
than
the
I have.
uninitiated, the lounge can be a little weird and intimidating for sure.
Yeah. So,
Sure.
yeah.
It's usually awesome, but just walking in not knowing what to expect, it's a lot.
Yeah. But 9 times out of 10, and I'm sure you guys can relate, going into a lounge, you're always going to meet somebody and have a conversation with them. At least I do.
But yeah, it's my favorite part.
Yeah. And it's just like the stories you share, you may not see that guy again, or you might see him again, But it's just the stories that you share with everybody, and them wanting to know, especially in our lounge, them wanting to know about our brand and our story, where we come from. A lot of, oh, you're a masshole? I'm like, yeah, I'm a masshole. Oh, yeah. It goes up from there. Like, we met a guy one time. He was from Massachusetts originally, and he's come to a couple of our events. And he grabbed a cigar. He's sitting there and he's smoking it. It was a brotherhood. You could just see when someone's enjoying that cigar and giving that nod, like, oh, that's a good cigar. So he comes to another event like 2 weeks later, and he's like, I really enjoy your cigars, and we start talking. I'm like, yeah. He's like, where are you from? I can, you sound like you're from Massachusetts. And I said, yeah, would my accent give it away? He goes, yup. And right from there, we started talking about Massachusetts. Then he's like, you guys are the brand owners? Yup. And now it's like, this guy thinks highly of us. He's like, wow, I actually met the brand owners of this company. They're from Massachusetts, and, sending people our way. Just that interaction, with somebody, and I just told him, yeah, from Massachusetts, just went right from there, it was like, it's cool, and like Valerie as well, like at one of the events, she's from Connecticut, this person from Connecticut. Oh, this person? Yeah, I know this person. Next thing you know, they know the same people, from opposite sides of the country, but they know the same. It's like, it's amazing. The cigar community, it's awesome. And like you guys, like on a podcast, like you guys meet great people, like we're meeting you guys all seem like great people, like we all love
Man, you're full.
cigars. Like you say, we're just kicking back, talking. It's
Checks
like
them out.
about us. We know how you guys, it's great. It's a great feeling.
we're thoroughly enjoying this journey. We've met so many cool people. And then like what he's saying about just people like you have a cigar, you smoke it, and that's another cool thing about it with, like the boutiques and the owners and the herfs and the events we've been going to. Like people are blown away because they get to talk to the owners. So like last week, I don't even know if you know this story. We have fusion wine and liquor here. We have 7 stores that we are in selling Haze Gray cigars. So Rue was restocking last week, went into one of them. He came home and told me a story, and it was really cool. So he's in there, like, seeing what inventory needs to be brought in, whatever, and this guy comes in to buy a cigar, and Rue says, hey, if I buy you a cigar, will you smoke it? He was just standing there, and the guy's like, "That's really cool." And Drew was like, he kind of looked a little off, like, this guy's weird. And he's like, "No, I really like buy what you're gonna buy, but if I buy you a cigar, will you smoke it?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, sure." So he goes in, grabs one of our Haze Gray, gives it to him, and he's like, "Just go home and smoke this, see how you like it." And he's standing there talking to him, and he's like, "I'm actually," the guy asked him questions. He's like, "I'm the owner of Haze Gray. I'm one of the owners." And he's like, "Shut up, you are not." He's like, "You're the owner of these cigars that I'm talking to right now, and you're buying me a cigar from your cigars." And Drew was like, "Yeah, take this, take it home with your cigars and smoke it." And the girl that's working there, she's like, "Oh my God, you're the owner?" Because she was standing there and didn't even know it. And they just start talking to him. And the guy, "This is so cool that I actually get to stand here and pick your brain about your own cigars." And the guy was totally blown away. So people want that. Like
the interaction.
Yeah. To be able to talk to the person and actually hear the story and know where the cigars come from and the background behind it. Because who do you get to sit down and talk to about that?
And that's like them when my brother and Valley went to Pennsylvania. I mean, we're from Florida.
Yeah.
We went all the way to Pennsylvania and did a cut and light. Great success. And the people that go to that lounge got to meet the owners of that brand that they're enjoying right now, you know? So it goes a long way. And it's like, sometimes it just doesn't feel real, right? Like, it's just like, man, you sit back and you're like, wow. Like, these guys, they were just in Pennsylvania. We were just in West Palm. We were just in Jacksonville. We were just in Memphis. Like, okay, this is happening, you know? We're getting out there. And it's just a great feeling, you know? Like, and talking to all the other brand owners and them going through the same thing, you know, and helping each other out. Like I said, like when we had our first TPA event, just the knowledge that we were consuming from the other brand owners, it goes a long way. You know, like, I mean, we didn't have a lot of consumers show up that day, you know, weather-wise, whatever it was, but the knowledge that we all gained and the family that we pretty much created there is just, you can't put money on that. You know, it's just, it's a great feeling. It's a great community, family, where we're in an issue, we got an issue with something, there's another brand out there that's going to help you if you reach out to them, you know, and that's what we love about it.
Yeah.
It's not like that competitiveness, you know, it's not like, obviously we want to sell our brand, but it's, we're willing to push these other brands because they're great cigars, you know, and when you enjoy another person's cigar, what's wrong with that? You know, everyone's going to make money. Everybody can eat, you know, and that's my philosophy. Everybody can eat here. It's awesome. You know, it's great. And being on podcasts like this one and the other ones that we've been on, like we say, it helps our brand, but now we just got to meet you guys, you know, and that's everything. Like, I'll start watching your podcast. I'll be honest, I've only watched one. And I'm honest with you guys, right?
You've watched more than I have.
Find that time. Now listening to you guys, like I could sit here for hours and listen to you guys. So you guys are all funny. You crack your jokes. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. It's a great community. Like, you know, the people that you meet.
And the same, I mean, it's been a great journey with us too. It's like when we started doing this podcast, we didn't really expect it to go that far because literally it was just an excuse for us to get together and have a cigar with each other because we are in different parts of the country and, you know, we like to have cigars with each other. And so we were like, let's do a podcast. And like you're saying, being able to talk to people in the industry that are owners of the brand and master blenders of the brand and things like that and get more in-depth stuff. And they're freely sharing this information that has just been super phenomenal. And so, like you're saying, so welcoming and so helpful and so nice. And it's like, what the hell? This is the only industry I've ever seen that has that kind of accessibility to the people at the very top. You know,
100%.
You could actually talk to the people at the very top. It's awesome.
That's why they call it a brotherhood, sisterhood of the leaf.
Yeah,
that's it.
100%. It's true.
Pedro, you said something earlier. I'm going backwards. I'm playing things slowly in my brain today. Something about a whiskey. Are y'all still considering maybe potentially making a whiskey to go with the cigar line or bourbon?
So we put it on hold because we just wanted to focus on our cigars. The whole bourbon thing, I mean, that's a whole other ballgame, right? It takes a lot. It's not just going in there, okay, that's the bourbon I want. You know, like, you got to try these things out. You know, there's certain flavors you want. It's just like cigars to me, right? Certain blends that you're going to put in that. So we got to the point where we did get some samples. We were trying them, and that's where it ended. Because at that point, the trademarking thing started happening. You know, trying to come out with our bands for our cigars. I mean, there was just so much more to the cigar part that we were like, you know what, let's put on hold. It's on the shelf. We're not saying we're not going to, but we don't know when. But it would definitely be something that we would definitely like to look into.
Haze Gray, the cigar brand, and get all of that flowing smoothly before stepping into that arena.
For sure.
So, Pedro, question. Being from Massachusetts, living in Florida, who would win? Tom Brady and his best Patriots team, or Dan Marino and his best Dolphins team?
So I'm not a Patriots fan. Let's put that one out there. I'm a Chicago fan.
Rue is the Patriots.
So he's like, anybody against them.
So, long story short, 85, the Bears beat the Patriots. I was young, like being that rival against my brother. I became a Bears fan. I've been a Bears fan since then. He's always been a Patriots fan. But to that question, I would have to say Tom Brady, because I'm glad that I got to see that in my lifetime. That I don't think we're going to see any quarterback do that. To do what he did.
Yeah, I definitely agree
I don't
there.
think you can say Mahomes, and nah, it's different. Different era, different football to me.
Yeah.
You look at the NFL today with Mahomes in, I'm not even gonna. I just don't give the credit to that. You know, like from what Brady played. I mean, you've seen him in games get plowed over and stand right back up. You know, a lot of these guys today, they get plowed over and it's, you know, get me off the field. So it's a different football to me, and I'd definitely say Tom Brady. Even though Dan Marino was tough.
Oh, yeah, they both are. No doubt.
You know, Dan Marino was tough, and I mean, that era was unbelievable too.
Oh, yeah, I enjoyed watching both of them play, so.
Are you a Patriots fan or Dolphins fan?
I'm more towards the Dolphin side.
Okay, gotcha.
Yay, sports ball.
Go sports teams.
Same.
It's all college football in my house.
Yeah, that's huge down south that I've noticed. College football is bigger than NFL.
And your
That's
comic
why
book question.
oh, you root for? You know, they're expecting Alabama, Roll Tide, LSU, and I'm like, Boston College Eagles? They'll look at me like, what the fuck? The Eagles? I'm like, yeah,
You're in the wrong part of the country for
who I
that.
root for. Yeah, exactly. Although they did beat Florida State, you know, I'll take that win. That was everything.
Right?
As a win.
I'll take anybody that beats Florida State for the most part. I'm a Georgia Tech fan. Anybody
Nice.
that beats Florida State's fine with me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm married to a Georgia grad, and my wife's a huge Georgia fan. So yeah, college football didn't start. I mean, I realized the first really big games for most of the teams was last week. But college football for me didn't start till yesterday, and the official start was about halfway through the Georgia game with Austin P, where the wife was just screaming. Zach's familiar, and Zach's gonna laugh with the wife just screaming and cussing at the TV. That's not how you win a fucking football game, you know, that type shit. And so, yeah,
That's
totally
hilarious.
I just like how you admitted, like, yeah, no, my wife's totally into Georgia. I'm Georgia Tech. Like, you know,
Oh, I freely admit
let's
it for
add that
years.
strife to the marriage. Why not?
Dude, it's all fun and games until right at Thanksgiving. You know, I will root for Georgia. I'll root for Georgia Tech. But at Thanksgiving, I don't give a shit who's had the best season. I'm hoping Georgia Tech beats the hell out of Georgia every year. And I remember a couple of years ago where it was really close between the two teams. And she's like, you're going to wish us to, you know, wreck a perfectly good season? Hell yeah. I'll take that win. Kiss my ass. So, being from Massachusetts, do you know the difference between a Yankee and a damn Yankee?
Don't I? I've been called that a couple
'Cause-
times.
You know the difference, right? The Yankees are, you know, they come and visit from the south, and they go home. A damn Yankee comes down and doesn't leave.
I didn't know that one. That's
You know that one?
I didn't know.
We lose them because, like, Pedro's been holding the same position for a good hot minute.
I think the fact that you called him a Yankee, they just finally dropped
Yeah,
it.
He
they
just left. He was like, I'm done.
Yeah. You
What the
offended.
hell with this shit?
I did. I broke it. Damn it.
Andy, I've asked you so many times to think before you speak.
You haven't asked me once.
I hate that I have to be the responsible one on the show.
And there we go. They left. That's it.
I think that
I
dinghy
can
we were
officially-
here is
now
a
I
battery
can
was
quit.
dying.
You started talking about it, and Val came up and started messing in front of the screen or whatever, and I was like, that's her disconnecting right now.
Click. I love you. Bye.
It was a delayed disconnect. She actually hit the shutdown button, and it took it a minute to get done, and it finally shut down.
We're doing something really important. Hold on a second. This says updates will only take 3 to 5 minutes. Let's go ahead and do that.
Windows updates now? Okay, fine.
Why not? I do that just to upset people at work from time to time. They're like, hey, man, I really need you to get this report in. Yeah, but this button right here says I need to update something.
I just do it for 5 minutes of quiet.
Extra 30 minutes, go.
No, the
It was a
update's
Windows
still on the
feature
screen.
update.
It's
It took an hour.
Case said it wouldn't take more than 5 minutes.
It didn't.
No, it was going to
just
shut
said reboot.
down in 5 minutes. Damn it.
Yeah.
What do you mean I have to have it plugged in for the battery?
We'll give him a few
Somebody
more
check.
minutes.
Somebody text Pedro and go, he didn't mean it.
We'll kick him out of the podcast. We swear to God. Just come back.
Just please be back on our show.
Andy's not allowed to talk anymore. We use duct tape. It's good.
So I always have a little bit of like hesitation about the unknown quantity cigars. You know, the brands that we haven't really experienced
We
to
get
know.
the day before
Yeah.
the show.
Haven't had it ahead of time. This is a banger. It's really good.
It's
Definitely
really
agree with
good.
you there.
I don't know. Maybe the Admiral's better. The Patriots, it might be a banger.
It's
close.
it reminds me a little bit of like, it doesn't taste exactly like this, but like it reminds me of some of the things I really liked about the Circle of Life from West Tampa, and some of the things I really liked about the Viso Horny and Patina, and man, it's just, this one's solid.
It's just a boutique. It's a boutique thing.
I'm actually going to feel bad, but I have to ding mine for my Admiral. It like literally fell apart the first like half.
Who did it?
And then for whatever reason, the only thing I could think of the entire time I was smoking it was, man, I really wish I had whiskey for this because I bet it would be better. Like, I really feel like it needs the enhancement of a good pairing to make it blossom be better or whatever, you know. So, but yeah, it
I
fell
mean,
apart
that's
in the first half. Like, hold on, that was the bulk of the second half.
No.
Came right off.
Yeah, I cut mine just a little too deep and the cap unraveled. So the pick's holding it together.
Mine's been pretty consistently holding together. It's I did a V cut on it, and the cap comes far enough down that it's not even all the way through the cap, so it's not coming apart or anything. I had a little bit of like, I don't know what you call that. Like it's like a little like bit of tobacco on the side that doesn't burn with the rest of the line, and I just touch a few of those up, but they're not. It would have been fine if I didn't. I just did because, you know, to keep the burn line a little more even. But it's the construction on mine is great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I felt
construction
bad. I
lines
felt like I
been
did
solid.
something wrong with it.
Yeah, mine stayed.
It could just be that cigar, and it could never happen again.
Yeah, no, I
mean, I've had
think it was the wrapper when I took the band off, but I'm not 100%. Like I didn't catch when it popped.
So to be 100% honest, I did the bougie thing on these cigars, and it could be because I didn't have it in my humidor long enough. But I did take them out Saturday and threw them into the dry box because I wanted to dry box them for 24 to 48 hours before we smoked them. I don't know if maybe they weren't quite humidified like they should have been. That could have caused it.
And that have
could
caused
dry
mine
them
to
out just a little
unravel?
too much.
Did yours?
I mean,
unravel?
No.
It's
Yeah, no,
it's a
mine
natural
could probably
product,
too.
so each cigar is hand rolled, and it could just be the roll on the one that Grim got. Maybe there's something up with the leaf, and that just popped a little bit. I mean, I've had diesels do the same thing, and
Yeah, no, I've had a ton of people before.
I gotta get
It's
them
just
to
one of the
link
things we
up
kind
with
of
you,
count
so-
against, isn't it? The construction.
Yeah,
Gibbs, I was going to try to reach out to them. I don't know how you were touching base with them.
no, I got them.
Fuck that Andy dude. We're not coming back.
he insulted me by calling me a damn Yankee.
And that's the term.
He
I mean,
realized
Florida's-
that applied to him.
Florida's a Yankee state anyways. Come on.
He realized that it applied to
I mean,
him
kinda.
because he was in Massachusetts for 20 some odd years and was like, you know what?
I don't know that you can call him a Yankee though if he's originally from Portugal.
Everybody says I'm from the South. I was born in Ohio.
Ohio's almost south.
Almost.
Ohio's a show. Don't. you don't want to include that with anything.
But the Buckeyes, it tastes so good.
My favorites. That you know what, we're recording. I'm not telling the story.
No, tell the story.
There will be evidence.
No, Ohio is no, never mind. I'm out.
Graham, whatever you did, I'm sure the statute of limitations is expired.
No, it wasn't even me. No, it's just there's just not a whole lot of things that Ohio is really known for, like corn and depression and meth.
Buckeyes.
The
Shitty football
Buckeye
team.
chocolates, that's a huge thing in Ohio. Yeah, it's Buckeye chocolates, and the Buckeyes the team, but they more like the chocolate.
How was that? They're kind of known for chili. Yes.
What part of Ohio is known for fucking chili? Not my part.
Cincinnati.
That's polar opposite. I'm out of Alliance. Like that's outside of Cleveland.
Cincinnati's really more of a Kentucky state, anyways. Or Kentucky City. Sorry. And they're back. All the news is new and improved by the U.S. Army, the sweetest smelling army in the world.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back. Sorry.
See, I thought me calling you
Welcome
Dan
back.
Yankee did it, and y'all just left.
Yeah, that's what I told her.
You're
It's like,
that
"Come on,
guy.
Yankees."
We're out.
It was like, click.
And we start talking about Yankees and
No,
like,
Red Sox fan. Sorry.
hey, Gray out. Hurry.
Oh, wait, Red Sox fans? Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
It's a bread
Couldn't
stick.
tell.
Then you're not talking.
Gibbs, you're
it's
on mute,
funny.
buddy. Mute's hard. Jesus.
Mute's hard. So getting to the sad part of my cigar, so I'm gonna have to rate it. Man, it's been a good smoke the entire time. I've enjoyed it. It paired well with my whiskey. It stayed that medium full for me, and the flavor was fantastic. So I'm probably gonna rate this one pretty highly. I'm gonna probably give it around a 4.8 out of 5.
Nice. Thank
And,
you.
It's a solid smoke. It is definitely worth your time to pick it up and smoke it.
Appreciate it.
So if you get a chance to get your hands on it, do it. It was
And you're
fantastic.
smoking the Patriot?
How about you, Andy? The Patriot. That's it. And Andy is smoking the other Patriot.
I am smoking a Patriot. You're right. Let's see. The burn line, I'm amazed. The burn line has been consistent the whole cigar. I haven't had to pick up a lighter. I haven't had to touch it up, which is nice because I've got a fan blowing because I'm in Louisiana and there's never enough airflow. There's a breeze going. Usually I'm touching up cigars left and right. But I haven't had to touch this one up today. The burn line's consistent. The ash is good. It has been that nice white ash. The flavors for me have been more medium, but the smoke's been full. So I'll still Gibbs' line there where it's more of a medium full. The retro has been just kind of, to me, the retros goes really well with the rest of the cigar. So to say that means it's not a retro that really kind of makes your senses, your sinuses burn. It's really just a smooth retro hail. And so on a 1 to 5, I'll give it I'm going to give it a 4.5 for me.
Thank you.
Nice.
I blame the whiskey. Roberto, what Gibbs says, Robert, you're up. Well, you can click mute or
It's
Grim or
Graham's
shit.
turn.
I don't know. I don't care.
It's
It's
Graham's
not my
turn.
job.
It's Graham's
That's
turn.
not my job.
My turn again. We did this shit last week. No, you know what? It's Robert's turn. It's Robert's turn.
Robert was pointing, and I'm like, okay, it's Robert's turn.
No, I was pointing that way.
Don't lay off, Andy. We go by the fucking alphabet, and you still didn't get it right.
I can't fucking spell, so it doesn't friggin' matter.
All right.
Okay, well, I'll go.
Yeah, thank you, Robert. It's your turn.
With that taste that I can only describe as coming home to my favorite flavors, not knowing what they are, but damn it, it's there. I love it from beginning to end. It burned evenly the whole time. The smell from the foot was awesome. 5. Easy 5.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
That's awesome. And now Grim.
Well, no, it's still not my turn. It's Zach's turn now, too. So we're not.
What the shit?
This is
I put
why I'm
my
not
foot
the
down.
host.
If I keep getting skipped, I'm just going to be last from now on. It's just
Remember the next
Zach, the talent has spoken.
Okay. I can go next. So while you were disconnected, I was talking about the cigar a little bit because it reminds me of a couple of cigars that I really love. West Tampa Circle of Life. It has some notes in there. It's not the same,
Right,
but
right.
it has some like elements that remind me of those things, and it's a thing I love. That kind of chocolatiness, the little bit of sweetness from the tobacco. Also a little bit of patina, which is another boutique brand that we really like. Or I really like. I think the other guys do too. It reminds me a little bit of the Viso Horny 5x5x5 by Tyler from Viso Horny, which is another awesome cigar, super limited, and I'm pretty sure I can't get that again. But it's like it's got some elements from that remind me of it in a really good way. Kind of the familiarity, but still kind of new. And as far as construction go, I didn't have any issues with construction. My burn got a little uneven. I just touched it up. It probably would have fixed itself. Just a little OCD about that kind of thing, so I touched it up. But I'm gonna give it I like Gibbs's rating for, even though it's a different cigar, the 4.8. It's a solid cigar. Definitely worth your time, and look forward to my next one.
Appreciate it.
Graham,
It's my
Graham,
turn.
If you could please so impart your awesome wisdom and review and bless this cigar, please.
Was that wisdom enough?
Pedro,
Okay.
and Val. This is like a running joke.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I had the Admiral. It was a great cigar, and I think honestly, I think I want to smoke it again, not because I'm being greedy or anything like that, but I paired mine with a Monster because that's what I usually do, because I don't really pay attention to what I paired my cigar with. Usually the cigar is just there. I really think this cigar would have been awesome with a whiskey pairing. Like, I think I would have rated it higher if I didn't have Monster in my palate. I think a really good whiskey would make it would accentuate it better. So I kind of sabotaged my own score today, but I do feel like it's an excellent cigar, and I do want to try it again in the future.
Thank you.
Val and Pedro, since we're giving you a rating and everything, how about you tell us what's going on with Haze Gray? What's coming up? What events you're having? Anything you want the people to know about. This is your time to just take the floor and do just that.
So with Haze Gray, like I was talking earlier, we're coming out with some more blends here in the future. Hopefully we're going to launch in January. That's our goal on our next blend, on our next line. We got events locally coming up. We got the Latin Festival, some events coming up. Yeah, huge wise, like the Latin Festival is a big festival they do in Fort Walton down here. Last year we had a huge success there. We do hand rolling and we sell our cigars there. Great culture. A lot of different people show up. You meet a lot of different people. That's a good turnout.
We are setting up a date with Fat Boys to go back to PA to do a cut and light again.
Cool.
Either
Awesome.
October, November. Probably set one up with Cigar Vault.
Yeah, and that's where basically you can purchase our cigars as well. Is on Wolfpack Cigar Club. They carry our cigars. Toro Cigar Company and the Cigar Vault. They're also going to start carrying our cigars as well for online purchases. We were selling online, but we're getting away from that and just letting them carry out, selling them. And we're about into over 20-something lounges right now that we're in, and hoping to get into more. I know my brother is going to work his way up into Georgia, where some of you guys are.
Yay!
If you guys have any lounges that you know of,
Give us a
feel free
list.
to hit us up. Hit us up on Instagram. Let my brother know. It'd definitely be a huge thanks to you guys if you could do that. But that's basically what we're trying to do, is just get in as many lounges as we can. With my brother's job, he's going to start traveling more. He's going to be able to get out more on the road and hooking up with some lounges, and just keep an eye out on our social media, Instagram, Facebook, see where we're going with that, with the cigar coming out, launch dates and whatnot. When we're pretty close to that stage, we'll definitely put a date in there when we'll launch, and hopefully we'll be able to come on your podcast when we launch again and talk about our new cigar.
Why not?
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
Heck
cool.
yeah.
love to have you back.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to take this time to say thank you for being on the show. I thank you for reaching out to be on the show. I mean, you know, like I said, I seen you on other podcasts and things like that, and it's like, hey, I'm definitely curious about this brand. So, and we appreciate the opportunity to be able to smoke some Haze Gray because it's been good.
Thank you.
We've enjoyed it all around. So on that
Yeah, for
note,
sure.
I think we're going to say good night.
Thank
Good night.
you.
Thanks, guys.